Welcome to Sun News at Noon. I'm Dorothy Butters, filling in this week.
And I'm Ella McClure. Thanks for tuning in.
A new Utah law will impact voters' privacy status, making voter information public, taking effect May 25th. Voters will have details such as their address, party affiliation, and voting history disclosed. Victims of domestic violence and public officials are considered at risk, allowing their information to stay private. Candidates can use the information to contact voters, but political parties cannot share information with unauthorized members of other parties that are prohibited by law.
Utah Tech's Alumni Ambassador Program is giving students hands-on experience working with the Alumni Association to support events and develop networking skills. Director of Alumni Relations, John Bowler, and Chief of Staff, Aylin Bayless, explains the program and how to join.
The purpose of our program is really pretty simple. You have your Utah Tech Alumni Ambassadors who are really designed to engage with alumni in impactful ways. We do a networking night a couple of times a semester, and that brings alumni from different backgrounds to the students who are in that particular educational field.
We just try to reach out to the alumni and see if there's anything that we can do for them.
Aylin explains what events the ambassadors help with.
Basically, just think of like the events here on campus that are hosted that have the community involved and the students, kind of a come everyone, because ultimately that's what we want to do, is grow our community and our school.
I asked if students can earn a scholarship for being in the program.
All of our students receive some kind of scholarship. We like to start people who are new to the organization as an assistant director. It really gives them a great leadership stepping stone. They're part of Scholarship Universe, so anybody who is interested in applying under the alumni scholarships, it's right there and they just apply and it's super easy.
The primary impact or even like goal is just making that difference in their life, because ultimately we want them to remember their roots, the alumni, and remember all they went through and even pass that advice down on to students. And then I want the students to be able to learn from the alumni and just have those experiences.
A driver was arrested for a suspected DUI on Thursday morning after veering off Tech Ridge Drive, crashing into trees, and nearly dropping off a 25-foot cliff onto Bluff Street. St. George police officer Tiffany Mitchell says, "Let us remind you that there is no excuse to be drinking, taking prescription drugs that impair you, and then getting behind the wheel." No one was injured during the accident.
A Washington County sheriff has resigned after working over 30 years in law enforcement following allegations of sexual harassment of a deputy's wife and interference in an internal investigation. Nate Brooksby disputed the claims and denied any wrongdoing. As part of his departure, the county agreed to pay him $100,000 in severance. Representatives from the Washington County government say a replacement will be named soon.
Witnesses at the Campus View Apartments reported suspicious activity on campus to Utah Tech Police on March 31st. The caller told dispatch that two men with a truck and a ramp were trying to steal a motorcycle. Utah Tech Campus Police Officer Crystal Allred explains more information.
I had been just driving around doing my patrol just around campus on the streets nearby, and I was right at the intersection of 100 South and 700 East when the call came out, and I got there very quickly. And the call did come out as something suspicious. A witness had thought someone was trying to steal a bike. There was a silver truck, which was the description that dispatch gave, was a silver truck with a ramp out the back. When I pulled in, the truck had pulled out immediately. I initiated a traffic stop at the parking lot by the general education building right there by the softball fields. Luckily, the witness knows whose bike it was. So he started videoing as he was calling dispatch. And then the way that they were by the bike, that's not their bike. So I don't know why they're by them, even touching it. And so luckily he called in while it was happening, taking videos, getting description of the males, description of the truck, everything he possibly could. If he wouldn't have called, I really don't think we would have been able to catch them.
I asked Officer Allred if there's anything students can learn from this incident to be better at reporting any suspicious activity.
It's really helpful when people call in immediately while it's happening. And whether there's a crime or not, like that's what we're here for, is to figure out if there is a crime. So I think it's really important for students, staff, or just anyone, no matter where you're at, on campus or not on campus, if you see something, say something. We're on your guys' side. Let us help. That's what we're here for.
The USDA has issued a public health alert for great value frozen dinosaur-shaped chicken nuggets sold at Walmart due to unsafe levels of lead. The alert covers a 29-ounce bags with a February 10th, 2027 expiration date. Lot code 0416-DPO1215. FSIS says the nuggets are no longer sold but may still be in freezers. Consumers should throw them away or return them for a refund.
Well, Ella, I can't even remember the last time I had dino nuggets, but I'm kind of glad now.
Yeah, it's scary that they're all recalled, but I'm glad that you don't have lead in your system. After the break, Gage Lush will bring you the latest Trailblazer highlights.
Welcome to Utah Tech University. From classrooms to cliffs and lectures to lakes. Here, we celebrate active learning, active life. Our Trailblazers learn by doing, are career ready, and solve real problems with real partners to meet community needs. Here, students get the full college experience and choose from 300 affordable academic programs. All in one of the most stunning destinations on Earth. With this as your backyard, life is just as active as your education. Come experience active learning, active life at Utah Tech University.
The 2026 Brooksy Awards were held last week, awarding Utah Tech athletes across all programs. Basketball senior Ethan Potter took home the Male Athlete of the Year award, while track and field senior Megan Jenkins hurdled her way to the Female Athlete of the Year award. Volleyball head coach Camila Hafaka was named Coach of the Year. The awards close out the 2025 season for Utah Tech athletics. Utah Tech women's basketball head coach J.D. Gustin will not return next season. Athletic Director Ken Beezer says the university is grateful for Gustin's leadership and contributions. Gustin has been with the program for 10 years. During this time, he faced a 2-game suspension after investigation of bullying, retaliation, and abuse allegations. Utah Tech is searching for Gustin's replacement. The Utah Tech Women's Rugby Club will close out their season up north at the University of Utah. Before their practice on Monday, I spoke with the team to learn more about the club and their season so far. The Utah Tech Women's Rugby Club practiced down at the Southern Encampment Mall.
It's a lot of conditioning, a lot of hitting, a few laughs here and there and jokes, of course, because that's how we play. We mostly play for fun.
I asked the team on how they found the rugby club.
So I was just walking home to my apartment and it was during Club Rush and they stopped me and I came to practice, loved it, and I've been here since.
It was actually through Eliza and we were at work and she was talking about rugby and I was like, that's a really weird game. Why do you throw the ball backwards? She said, come try it out. And I said, okay. And then now I'm here.
I asked the team on what people can expect from the rugby club in the future.
More wins, more competition, generally just bringing a good attitude and positive vibes to the school and just creating a place where women that want to compete can come join. I can't express enough how much rugby has really changed my life.
Finally, the team invited me to run drills with them, like hold the tackling pad and toss the ball. Like this? Okay.
Say what?
Really good.
No, I'm not going to do that. I'm not.
Got it. There we go.
Sun News on 3. 1, 2, 3.
Sun News!
I just want to say thanks again to the rugby club for letting me play with them. Ella, Dorothy, have you guys ever played rugby before?
No, actually, I've just heard that it's a really hurtful sport, or could be, so hopefully nobody gets hurt this season.
Yeah, I've never played it either, and I actually didn't know till today that they throw the ball backwards. It's so much fun that you got to do it with them.
Yeah, I didn't know that either. I walked in there and they started throwing the ball backwards. I was like, hello, what's going on?
All right, that's it for this week's edition of Sun News at Noon.
We will see you here next week, same time, same place.
Have a great week, Trailblazers.